Yeah, I love it. Whoa.
Good morning and welcome to my 2005 Chevy Express 4x4 van build. Yesterday, I cut the bumper off of this because everything was rusted. Pretty bad rust, actually. So I cut it. Now I have to drill these out in order to mount my Aluminess bumper, but we'll get to that in a bit. I need to finish off this area right here. I need to sheet that with something. I think I'm just going to use pine board, paint it white, and I have to run my vent for my heater out of there and drill a hole so it comes out. What I'm doing for that area is just using up old boards, and then I'll cap it with that butcher block there, and I may set a TV on there. It seems like a good spot for a TV. I'm just not exactly sure, but I'm going to put this down here, maybe right there, so it can blow out past this spot. So it'll essentially just look like this. If I want to twist it and have air come up, I can have air come up. Go to the back under the bed, which would be a good spot for it too. Or just come straight out. How about that? Catch me outside. Yeah, that'd be a good spot for a TV. Imagine this was a TV. Those are the 3 random boards that I'm painting currently, so no dust in the shop. I gotta keep putting coats on them for the rest of the night. I plan on putting the bumper on tomorrow. Got it kind of painted up there a little bit, letting that dry as well. And I figured while I'm at it, I just as well paint this hitch. Man, you got to see how much rust came off of this. Powder coat in Montana and steel and the salt on the road do not mix. It kind of just looks like dirt right now, but I had flakes of this coming off of there. God, it was bad. That mess. So I'm really excited to get this put on there. Instead of watching paint dry and waiting, I'm going to put these little handles on. They're super simplistic. They're essentially just a 90-degree angle. That's it. The little tab on it. Perfect for my leg to catch as I walk by. I also got this 24-inch TV. I was gonna wait and order this, but at Fred Meyer, they had it for the same price that it was on Amazon. So here it is. Man, look at shelf space. Oh, shelf space. Easily. Remote. Grab my cycle. Bam. Alright, I got the board in there. These 3 boards that I was able to use and save some money by not having to go buy anything else. I even have the heater plumbed. So I'm going to double check everything. Make sure it gets plenty hot, but it's not burning nothing. The heater is working. I just have to get in there and trim everything out with some nice hemlock molding trim pieces. Man, that makes me stoked. So this is my butcher block flipped upside down with these little center blocks, so then it won't slide around. I just want that to be able to lift out of there whenever I need, just in case anything goes on with the heater or the power setup. I now have easy access to fix anything I need to. Now we have to get all of these pieces of trim oiled up with mineral oil and we can maybe move on to something like the bumper install while this stuff is drying. Was anybody else thinking about P. Diddy when I was oiling down that wood? Now I think it's time to put that bumper on. This could be kind of tricky, but we're gonna get it. It's just 4 bolts that hold it on here, and then you got to go in here in between the tail light and drill 2 holes in there. But I'm gonna get it mounted first, and I can do everything else by myself. You also have to put some spacers in between the frame and the hitch to lower it down because of the bumper sits a little lower. I won't be hauling much with this thing, but if I need to, it'd be nice to have it there. I think 2 to start are good. I'm gonna start with the top ones. Here comes my help. Hey, speed it up! I got work to do. I was hoping for a smart ass reply.
No, we're gonna go.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this bolt down. You just hold pressure on it. I'll get it sitting on there. Once that one's sitting on, we'll get that one held down. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. It ain't going nowhere. Let me get the bolts.
Yeah, well.
Whoa. It's fine. It's not bad. Let me just tighten these up. Don't mind the rust. Now we have these 2 brackets that go in here. We take the light off and drill some holes. I'll show you. These are just 10 mils here. Boom, boom, boom. I think you pull that and then you can just dangle that light and drill these holes. They are rusted to the max and they're barely just tacked in studs. So wish me luck. Success. I got them without breaking them, but damn were they rusty. So yeah, these straps go in here like this, but wouldn't you believe it? They sent me the wrong bolt for this. Here's the inside look of these drilled holes. I would do the first one, tighten that one up first, and then do the outside one. And then I also, this bolt was the right size bolt. It's just the aluminum from the stainless that I think was tricky for me. I just felt like I was cross-threading it, and nobody likes that feeling. That would have sucked. It's a $4,200 bumper. If I was a drinking man, this would be the time where I'd stand here with a beer and just stare at this. This is my spare tire. It is rusted to crap, so I'm not going to use it. And then this is the tire that I bought that came off a Chevy. Now, I'm going to have to do some research, but the bolt pattern is off. So I'll have to look up that because it does not fit on that. But the old one fits right on there. The new one doesn't. So my fault. Always is. Had to take a quick trip down to the tire store and get an actual wheel that will fit my van. I guess Chevy changed their bolt pattern. Those are useless. Yes. That's great. Man, that's gaudy. I'm not the biggest fan of how these stick out around the edge like that. I just don't know how I feel about it. But I get that you're going to have this much weight hanging on there. I mean, it's nice to have a spare because that spare wouldn't fit underneath of there. And that box, I had to take this off. I had to take that rack off of there because it was blocking that light. And I'm not about to get pulled over because of it blocking my turn signals and my brake lights and such. So there it is. Let that dry and we'll throw on some more coats in a little bit. That's a wrap on this video. Got that Aluminess bumper on there. And my paint job turned out pretty damn good. I even painted the weight. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.